53, then then the next few stanzas, it's bringing up a similar kind of point, right? When someone has contempt for me, right, other people won't like me. And so, right, so it's not just people insult me, I don't like it. But if people insult me, other people won't like me, and that's why I don't like to be insulted. Okay? So now Shantideva is responding to that kind of criticism. But because others will dislike me. But since it will not devour me in this or another life, why would I not want this dislike? Okay, so now here's a little bit of a debate going on between our self-cherishing mind that doesn't want to get criticized and the wisdom. Because it will hinder my worldly gain. Yeah? Even if I do not want this, I shall have to leave my worldly gains behind, and my evil alone will remain unmoved. Okay? So what are we saying? If others criticize me, and I just kind of let it go, then what will happen is other people will come to dislike me. When those people dislike me, they won't give offerings to me and so forth, right? So the point is, we should think that even if they hinder our worldly gain, and there's cushions up here. Yeah, please be comfortable.
Thank you.
Nice. Even if other people's criticism of us hinders our worldly gain, that shouldn't be such a big concern with us. Because as they say, you can't take it with you, right? All these worldly gain that we have in this life, we're definitely going to be separated at the time of death. But if when someone criticizes us, we then get angry and return that harm for harm, then we'll accumulate negative actions that will have consequences that go beyond this life. Right? Mm-hmm. Thus, 56. Do you have these books? Booklets? Okay, let's get some. It's okay, don't be embarrassed. It's okay. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Where are you guys from?
We're from America. We're actually looking for Kabir.
We're his students in Bulgaria.
Yes, he was waiting for you.
Yeah.
He's going to come back in some time.
Okay, thank you. Sorry to interrupt the entire lecture.
Okay, can you put the camera on them?
We will definitely take this on the path. This is embarrassment.
Nice, nice. Where is the eye that is being embarrassed right now?
Exactly.
That's what you have to check. Okay?
Nowhere.
Alright. Thus, it is better that I die today than to live a long but wicked life. For even if people like me should live a long time, there will always be suffering at the time of death. Now, these are very, very, very nice stanzas. I like. Suppose someone should awaken from a dream in which he experienced 100 years of happiness, and suppose another should awaken from a dream in which he experienced just one moment of happiness. Both of these people who have awoken, that happiness will never return. Similarly, whether my life has been long or short, at the time of death it will be finished like this. Although I may live happily for a long time, through obtaining a great deal of material wealth, I shall go forth empty-handed and destitute, just like having been robbed like a thief, or by a thief. Okay? This is very, very good to keep in mind always, you know? Like, we think that, and most of the time when we think about our happiness, are you yawning or you have a question?
I have a question, no.
But, hold on. I didn't say you can ask the question though. Okay. See, normally when we think about our lives, and even just think like when you go to work on Monday again, and people will ask you, oh, how was your weekend? Okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Thanks for coming for 45 seconds.
Thank you for your...
Normally when we think about our lives, when we think about, how our life is going, or even, on Monday when you go back to work, someone asks you, how was your weekend? How's your weekend? Oh yeah, I had a great weekend, and I went out to this great concert on Friday, I went to a great restaurant, on Sunday had a nice brunch, yeah, or whatever, right? Oh, I met this great girl out at the bar, something like this, right? Right? That's how we judge our lives, right? We get these good external things happening, good weekend. We have a good month in that, good month. We get a good life on that, good life, right? But here what Shantideva is saying, right? At the moment of our death, all of our pleasant or unpleasant experiences is just like last night's dream, right? Imagine in a dream, right? We dream that we've had 100 years of happiness. Then another person dreams just one moment of happiness in a dream. When those people wake up,
It's over.
it's over. And there's nothing substantial there. I sometimes think, like, I do this myself, but, can you remember the best meal you've ever had?
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, I can. I know my top 3. I'm a bit of a foodie. Shemiko in London. Yeah. It's a very nice French restaurant, Michelin star. It's like a 11 course meal. Where are you from in the UK? You grew up there? Where?
I lived in London, yeah.
London, oh yeah. You know Shemiko?
Yeah, I've heard of it, I've never been
Okay. It's like 11 course French meal. Okay, anyway, I used to work in London. And then we had a very big project going on. But my mother and brother came to visit me from the States. But since we had so much work, I couldn't spend much time with them. My boss wouldn't let me go. But after it was done, he said, okay, you've worked hard, go take your family out to like the nicest meal you can. Don't worry about the bill, you give me the bill, okay? So, heck yeah, I did. Find the nicest French restaurant in London. Yeah, oh baby.
I don't know whether that was worth it, working so hard, so many hours,
Well, that's
or
the thing.
whatever, just for a meal in a fucking French restaurant.
Yeah. Well, no, but hold
No,
on.
it's
Now-
only on 11th or 12th, isn't it? No,
Is
it's
that-
not first on your top 3.
No. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Got some German-French rivalry going on. You need to deal with my anger.
That's no anger. I'm having fun.
Okay, nice. No, anyway. We're talking just worldly, okay? Conventional reality is a very good meal. And order all the different things anyway. But now, it's like, where is that? There's no substantial benefit from this thing, right? Isn't it? Yeah. But yet, we place so much importance on having these kinds of experiences and filling our lives with these kinds of experiences, right? So similarly, whether my life has been long or short at the time of my death, it'll be finished like this, right? So when we go on to the next life, we'll go forth empty-handed and destitute, just like being robbed by a thief. Anyway, this is very good to keep in mind that, at the time of our death, the only thing that's going to matter is the state of our Dharma practice. Our friends, our wealth, our family, even our bodies, we all get separated from it. Okay. So where are we? So 273. Okay, 55. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that was stopping impatience with those who do 3 things to you, have contempt for you, or say offensive or unpleasant things to you. Okay? Now last, point 3, stopping the both dislike for harm doers' attainments and delight in their troubles. Okay? So let's turn to stanza 80. Okay. So actually, hold on. First of all, stanza 11. Okay? Stanza 11. For myself and for my friends, I want no suffering, no disrespect, no harsh words, and nothing unpleasant. But for my enemies, it is the opposite. Okay? Alright. So, now remember here, we're trying to develop this Mahayana awakening mind that wishes that all sentient beings not only have happiness and the causes of happiness and be free from suffering and the causes of suffering, but takes responsibility ourselves to establish them in that happiness. Okay? So, this whole thing, actually, Lamzo Rinpoche, as he has on the like a bumper sticker on his car, yeah, no anger, no enemy. Right? No anger, no enemy. So, especially for us, trying to bolster our commitment to the Mahayana path, even having this thought of an enemy or someone that we don't want good things to happen to is a big hindrance. Yeah, it's like a big roadblock on the Mahayana path, right? So, right now, as we are, see, for myself and for my friends, we want good things to happen and we don't want bad things to happen. For our enemies, we want the opposite, right? It's not just we don't want them to be happy, but if they encounter some difficulties, we're happy, right? But for most people, we're completely indifferent. We don't care, yeah? We don't care. Of course, it's kind of like this. As long as we're able to do something that's very minimal and involves little sacrifice on our part, we might be willing to do. I'll give you an example, and I'll give you a story. Okay, so I used to live in New York, okay? Then in New York, the beggars, they're very, very smart actually. So one time I'm on the street and then a beggar asks me for money, yeah? And I say, oh yeah, sorry, I don't have any change. He says, well, I take 20s. Yeah, I take $20 bill, okay, right? But normally, what we think of when we think of offering to a beggar is like, okay, where's the change? Do I have any change? In other words, a minimal amount of money whereby if it were to fall from my pocket, or maybe like we wouldn't miss it. You know, it involves no substantive sacrifice on our part to give away change, right? And okay, we're willing to do that, but once they start talking about doing anything more to involve some actual sacrifice on our part, then it's like, oh, well, wait a minute, you know, right? We were talking about this earlier, right? Even like the 100 rupees that the auto driver wants from us. Okay, actually the Indian businessmen, they're very good at negotiation. Sometimes it's like, I heard this. You guys hear this too? It's like, sir, we're haggling. We got it down to maybe like a 200 rupees difference. He's like, sir, just 200 rupees. 200 rupees won't make you a poor man. It won't make me a rich man. You know? Right? Very nice. I was like, oh, this is nice. Right? It's true. Right? But we make a big deal about it, right? Yeah, just recently. I think we all have have a lot of stories of our woes with the Autowalas. But one thing that I think of, it's like, you know, it's almost not worth it, you know, letting it disturb our mind. Sometimes if the person wants to rip us off, whatever, 20, 50 rupees, yeah, we can either get angry, we get so angry about it, and then we tell the story, you know, to our friends, even days and weeks later, and even when we start to become Dharma teachers, we tell these stories over and over again, right? It's not worth it. So, anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, for the friends we want happiness, for the enemies we want suffering, most people we're indifferent toward, and most people we are able and willing to help them in as much as it doesn't involve any real sacrifice on our part. Yeah. But for us, in trying to engage in the Mahayana, then we do have to do things and put others more than us. Neglect ourselves and put others more than us. More important than us, you know? So, anyway, where was I? Yeah, okay. So now, stanza 80. Okay? Now, here's the situation where those people that harm us, yeah, we then see good things happen to them, yeah? Like our enemies, good things happen to them. Our like rival in the company, they get the promotion, we don't get it, and how does our mind feel? Huh? Yes.
Horrible.
Horrible, right. So now.
Suicidal.
What?
Murderous.
Oh, you need to do more prostrations to 35 Buddhas. Okay, so here's the point. Or, France wins the World Cup. No. So, stanza 80. Having generated the awakening mind, through wishing all beings to be happy, why should I become angry if they find some happiness themselves? If I wish for all sentient beings to become Buddhas, worshipped throughout the three realms, then why am I tormented when I see them receiving mere mundane respect? If a relative for whom I am caring and to whom I must give many things should be able to find his own livelihood, shouldn't I be happy rather than angry? If I do not wish for sentient beings to have even this, how can I wish for them to awaken? And where is there an awakening mind in him who becomes angry when others receive things? Wow. This is just it, right? So remember, the awakening mind, we want all sentient beings to become Buddhas, worshipped throughout the three realms, you know, and have the greatest bliss and happiness, right? Then when we see them getting a little promotion or getting praise or winning the award and not us, then if we freak out and get jealous and don't want that to happen, there's no awakening mind there. Where's the awakening mind there, right? Actually, we should be happy. Just like, you know, the parents who've been supporting the child, then the child gets, you know, his or her first job out of uni and is able to support himself. Great, you know? In a similar way, we want sentient beings to have every happiness, from, you know, even getting a cool breeze on a hot day, yeah, to Buddha, and then everything in between. We want sentient beings to experience that kind of happiness. We want sentient beings to experience the happiness of getting praised and promotions and raises and getting the whatever, you know, everything, right? So when that happens, we should be happy. Yes? We should be. Whether we are is another story right now. Okay, then let's continue. So then, what does it matter if my enemy is given something or not? Whether he obtains it or whether it remains in the benefactor's house, in either case I shall get nothing. So why, by becoming angry, do I throw away my merits, the faith others have in me and my good qualities. Tell me, why am I not angry for myself for not having the causes of gain? So here again is another instance where our understanding of karma gets thrown out the window, right? Right? So if you know, two of us are competing for something, and you know, one wins and the other loses, well, it's because the other person has accumulated the karmic seeds, the karmic causes to experience that, and we haven't. So fundamentally, whose fault is that? Right? Let alone not having any remorse about the evils you have committed, O mind, why do you wish to compete with others who have committed meritorious deeds? So this whole thing of competition, you know, it happens in the Dharma center, you know? Even like little things you see when, you know, the Mahagurus come, you know, when Lama Zopa Rinpoche comes, you know, then some people, they get the audience, they get the private audience with Rinpoche. Okay, Rinpoche Lama Zopa, yeah? Or, you know, at the talk with His Holiness the Dalai Lama, when His Holiness comes in, like His Holiness shakes the hand of the one person we're standing right next to, and His Holiness doesn't even look at us. Right? Does it happen? Then what happens to our mind? Right? Does it happen? Oh gosh. What the heck? It's happened to me. What happened to me? Yeah, you know, it's like this. I've been wanting an audience with like my teacher for many years. I write all these letters, you know, and there's someone brand new to the center where I'm a teacher, and they get like a 3-hour audience with Rinpoche, and you know, comes out of the audience like with this like nice Buddha statue and like all these gifts, and I'm just like, you know, what is that? Anyway, so instead of becoming angry and then throwing away our merits at that kind of situation, we should be happy at the other person, right? Because they now, it's like they've gotten, if they've spent 3 hours with Rinpoche, how wonderful. They're probably hooked now, right? And that's going to give a lot of energy to their practice, you know? So great, good for them. Wow, and now they have a beautiful statue that they can then use on their altar and, you know, use as an aid to their meditation. Great, right? That's how we should think. All right, so that's why they say that this practice of rejoicing is the main antidote to this competitive and jealous mind. Yeah, whenever we see, because we want beings to be happy, yeah, we should be happy when they are engaging in meritorious actions. We should be happy when they practice, yeah, and we should be happy when they receive good things, thinking that, oh, this good thing that they're now experiencing is because they've practiced virtue in the past. Therefore, great. I'm happy that they practice virtue. May they continue to practice virtue and experience greater and greater happiness. Okay?